line.
Sapling.
Sapling Crypto Farm. Happy Monday. We're on Monday, aren't we?
It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Is it Tuesday? My head's fucked lately, you know.
I'm the same. I'm lost.
Tuesday. How many days do I get the days wrong? Guys, we've got 6 viewers in. What's up, guys? Let me just check this screen now, make sure it's okay. Got excellent condition. Blah-de-blah. I pulled the chat out. Let me move this across. Boo, 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 boo. We'll get the chat up there. And in fact, I can just whip it to the side there. Oh, don't want that. Oh, want that. What's happening? I don't like not having the chat. Where's my chat gone? There she is. Kung Fu Tuber. What's happening, guys? John Edwards, Tyler Morrison, Chad Bennett, Ben. Welcome. We're just going to be chatting bubbles. Mostly we'll chat about the market, everyone's emotion, everyone's net worth going through the roof.
Please.
And the future. Do we think, first off, if those in the comments right now, do we think this is it? Are we pulling back? Are we coming down? Or are we going from here? What do you all think? I think there's a pullback, mate. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Half of it's me hoping because of what happened Friday. So, it sounds great. Thanks for letting us know. Kung Fu Tuber. Sup 316 Jive. Has anyone else also had any problems buying in right before it had a little pump? You know about it, don't you, Danny? Me tried to buy on Uphold on Friday.
Now what happened there?
So I tries to buy on Uphold on Friday, and it's like it failed. Transaction failed. Goes to buy XRP. Transaction failed. I'm like, what the fuck? And to buy XRP again, transaction failed. Did it 3 times till I tried Ether. Then it failed. I'm trying USDT. It failed. So I rang Halifax. I'm like, look, me Uphold. I've got an Uphold app that I'm trying to make a payment on, and the payment's failing. I need to know if it's your end or their end. They said machine failure on the app end. Mission failure on the app end.
Coinbase went down yesterday.
Mate, I got in touch with Uphold saying like it's funny it's going to do this when it's likely it's going to bounce up, innit? Told Chris in other chats next day. Ooh, it's gone, mate. And I've got a wage this weekend that I wanted to put a little bit in as well. So it's a little bit of a kick in the dick. I'm not going to lie. Right on the weekend I wanted to go in.
See, with everything what's going on there, it seems like they're preparing with glitches, because I've been seeing glitches all over with the media and all sorts, and it seems like they're doing it now with the exchanges, and it's like they're preparing for something. You know, they've got everything up their sleeves, and I feel like certain things could possibly go down, and it's typical every time we hit a bull run, Coinbase goes down every single time.
Yeah.
What was you saying then about Coinbase, Chris?
I read yesterday or this morning it went down last night or something. But it didn't seem to affect anything this time, you know, price-wise.
I think it's only
that's interesting what Steve Willis
still locking them out.
I believe that Steve trap made the biggest bull trap in history. I can see everyone thinking it's going to go back down to 30s. It only goes to 45 cent or 50 cent and just boom, back up. I think that's coming eventually.
That is very, very, very probable. Once they start selling off heavily, people are going to start selling their bag, and then, like you say, it's just going to rocket. But it gives another opportunity, and hopefully, hopefully that opportunity presents itself.
Barlow's in the house, Curtis. Yes, mate.
Mr. B.
XRP, 72 cents, gents. Let's go.
Is it?
Let's go to the houses. I still don't think it is. It's coming back yet. At least.
I think that bear market's battered everyone, hasn't it?
I reckon if you whacked a decent... I mean, come on, it's back at 72, so where do you even put the fucking Fibonacci? Do you know what I mean? It's gone, like, you're going to have to go... In fact, let's get a chart. Can we get a trading view chart? Because you're going to have to go on, say, like, the weekly chart where it's still green. Because looking at those little pippy charts where it's pipping fucking green, and then there's a red one, then there's a green one, you can't really fib them. Whereas
do you know as well, with it coming from a technical standpoint, what we've got to understand is going into this reset, what we're about to approach into now is technicals don't even come into the markets, because it's going to blow through the roof eventually. Obviously, within the meantime, it can stagger between these resistance zones, but I think that we're about to witness something that's never happened before within price action within any market globally. And so looking at historical price action, I don't think it's going to... I don't think it's going to benefit any of us. Just knowing where this market is going is going to benefit us.
I mean, almost you think you're on the wrong chart. I'm like, that's the wrong chart. No. Oh, that's the right one, that's Scott.
The momentum, what's come in there these last few days, is unbelievable.
SBI doing their 6.6 trillion test. What's that?
Yeah, I've seen that. I think that was last week, wasn't it?
Too sure. Didn't see that.
Yeah, and then yesterday it was announced that Bank of America are actually using RippleNet. And that's been waiting for confirmation for a long time. You know, it's all weighing in now with like Jay Clayton removed out of the picture. Everything is aligning perfectly. Well, it's just like you say, everybody's enjoying these profits now. It's going to be great. It's going to be great times ahead. But if we can pull back, it's about not worrying and just loading back up because we know where this is going. We've done years of research. We know the ins and outs of this. You know, obviously we don't know the complete ins and outs until that happens. But we've got a good speculation, in my view.
Yeah, motherfucker. I can't remember Tory's fibs.
XRP is doing a repeat of 2017, no support, pushing higher every time it tries to sell off. 2 years of negative price action written off in 4 days. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you've got to throw small time resistance out the window. It's not applicable in these market conditions, you know.
No.
Oh no, man. Get that off.
You share your screen, Scott.
Am I not sharing it with you, mate? Sorry, mate. Sorry. Share screen.
Well, the viewers.
They're watching my full screen. It's
Oh, is it?
shared
Oh, I
to
can't
all.
see it.
Yeah, you just can't see it.
Oh,
What, you
yeah.
can't see it on YouTube? You're not watching?
Oh no, I
the
can.
comments
Yeah,
on
no, I can
YouTube?
see it now. Yeah.
I mean, I'm covered. We're covered by the chat, pop-up chat at the minute, so I can see the chat. Hiya.
I'm trying to get the chat on my phone so I can see it.
It'll be top chat or live chat, something like that. I mean, I've got the top chat. So the top chat, I think, like keeps out swear chat, live chat, or some messages such as potential spam may not be visible in the top chat, whereas the live chat, everything will come through. So I've changed to live me now, so I don't miss any. It's a shame I can't like implement that into Zoom somehow. I'm only gonna be able to do one at a time. Yeah, I missed some comments and that then. Yeah, but I don't know, me. I think it's like I keep saying to the banks. So if it runs now, the only true gainers are the exchanges, really. Like, no, can't really name do you know what I mean? Not especially in the UK. There's just no bank really ready for the masses to go to him and be like,
We don't know that though.
What
Don't
about
know
crypto?
They could.
What we have to understand as well is we don't know what we don't know at the same time because they could just release it all of a sudden.
Yeah,
and then
but I know I've got an Halifax app, and I know for a fact it ain't sent me shit about future updates on digital wallets and all that. That's all I know. I'm like, are the banks actually ready? I mean, are they invested in Coinbase and getting dividends? Do you know what I mean? They invested in Binance and getting dividends off the fees and the profits they make. If they are, they'll just let it. Maybe they will just let it run, and Binance are the sole gainers until it goes to the boardroom.
Yeah, but I'm with you though. I don't believe that they're going to let the exchanges be the sole gainers. I think that they've got a trick up their sleeve, and that's not going to be possible because, like you say, that they're not going to let that happen. You never know what they've got up their sleeve. Like you say, they could just release the fiat pair, the fiat crosses, and then all of a sudden they start releasing them out. And I'm thinking, do they have to prepare the public for it for a global reset? Do they have to tell them what? I don't think they'll tell us until it's actually happened. And then they start issuing them.
They'll just say tick this box here, terms and conditions, and they'll just change. You wouldn't even know. It's still numbers on a screen to everyone else.
And again, let's not underestimate the long-term gains if the banks. Yeah, but it's all up in the air and it's all speculation.
It is all speculation, and like I say, it's good to have different perspectives and trying to understand different viewpoints on it. Until it actually happens, nobody's going to know. All we do know is the widespread global interaction that this is going to have is going to be on a mass scale.
Do you know what I just want to say as well, friend? Like, and the thing for people who, I mean, I legitimately sold some for petrol, mate. Petrol the other week, fucking petrol, and then like the end of last week, I'm trying to buy that back. That's all I was fucking doing. buying
Yeah.
back what I'd spent
I
on
know.
petrol and bills, and I'm like, come on, Uphold, I want to buy me Zerps back. It wasn't even extra Zerps, it was one I'd sold. But what we need to think, like, right, yeah, so what's a kick in the dick? I've lost out on some at 30 cents. A kick in the dick, I've lost out on some at 45 cents, 50 cents. But 60, 70, 80, 90 cents on an asset that you believe's got a triple figures.
That's the thing. And look, like you say, years to come, you're going to look back on these times in years to come.
People talking like they're going to stop buying at 95 cents. Why
Like I say, I've been saying to everybody, anything under $1, I think that it's cheap for where this is going. Anything under $1 is cheap.
Yeah, exactly, mate. Check Chris set up like it's a late fucking red light district. The glass window, Chris, and give us a call in the background, lad. I got an email of Santander warning me of scams. Crypto was one of the main things they were saying to be aware of. Typical, innit, Finlay?
Yeah. See, this is the thing. They put the fear mongering out.
Big fan, Mr. B, love you too, mate. Appreciate that. The homies ate Stardog, Morrison. Ooh, Stardog's Manchester born and bred. We love that shit here, mate. The banks are defo ready to like to send your crypto to an online wallet. It would be interesting. Bread garlic.
It should be.
Bread garlic.
It should be that easy, shouldn't it, really?
Love that, Dave.
That's the thing as well. We've got that, and like there's XLM as well that not many people are talking about, and that's still come from Ripple and the same technology.
Yeah.
And we're still talking low figures on that.
And Mr. B XRP, people don't like XRP at 23 cents, but they're going to love it at $1. And it's wrong, man. But and so this is what I'm trying to say though. And so they should.
Yeah.
It's real talk, like 10 times 10 on your investment over a few years if you believe it's going to get to $10. Like, why would you not buy it at $1? Where else is your money going? Unless you're buying physical gold, physical silver, other assets, NFTs, other digital assets, you diversifying your portfolio, then yeah, fair enough, stop buying XRP. But if you're just going to start going to the pub and taking profits, you need to seriously rethink the strategy. We're all buying vices. Let's have it right. None of us, I don't think hardly any of us have put every fucking penny we could have into this. And you're lying to yourself if you say you have. We've all bought our vices. I'm about to start one now. It's about balance and protecting yourself in the future. Getting some value for your family, do you know what I mean?
It's an investment. Over the years, it's about the dollar cost averaging because of how long we've known about this. Dollar cost average over the years and still live the life the way that you need to be able to live a healthy life, you know, and be sustainable, but also you're planning for your future.
Yeah.
I mean, look at
and you know what it is though, we're blessed to be in these times and to be in the know, because you think about the small minority of the globe that actually believe in the true project that's going to be assisting the financial system going forward. It's we're blessed human beings.
Yeah, and I just want to clarify that everyone's on the same page regarding to the internet value coming beyond that. And we're talking about the current financial system being moved digital, being greased up, being oiled, being improved. Do you know what I mean? The bigger picture of the future, asset swaps, NFTs, the amount that's going to come from gaming. I mean, what was that about, Forte? So let's give XRP the North a shout out.
Oh yeah.
We'll get on
Forte.
Facebook. Literally saw it a minute ago while I was in the house. I'm fucking hell, I can't use Facebook on desktop. Legitimately about to search in the type of post. Create post. Are you crazy? Where's the search thing? It's just, oh, it's there right next to the Jesus wept Scott. My IQ's bigger than that, guys, I swear. XRP the North. Is that the... Yeah, it's right there. They're listening, aren't they? Right at the fucking top.
It's the universe, mate.
It's my top knot fucking... sends it to the cosmos, into the ether, and then back down. So it's... Japan's financial services, SBI, Ripple back Forte, stuff like this, man, is next level shebang. So XRP the North on Facebook, go and give them a follow. I need people to look at that, me. The $140 billion gaming industry partners announced.
Huge, mate. Huge.
And it ain't fuck all to what it's going to be in 2025 and then 2030.
It's like you're saying we're pushing to $1.2 quadrillion market.
Mate, people who game get it. People who game and craft and grind, they get it. There's people selling stuff for ridiculous amount of monies inside games, and it's not even attached to intellectual protocol or anything like that yet. Wait till the next generation of kids start swapping assets across games, creating their own assets at will inside games.
Liquidity on demand, literally. Swapping anything of value.
And the game creators will do it themselves. They'll release limited edition stuff in chests and shit that only one person can find. And get some comments. Look, some decent questions, Chris.
So we'll look through.
Yeah, that furlong. I bet people strolled in last week not really knowing the history and thought, I'll give this crypto shit a go.
Right, the amount of people that have been contacting me now to get buy-ins and stuff, it's unbelievable. It's like non-believers are now becoming believers.
Todd, it's the mank humour, that, mate. It's a bit dark at times. He's alright, though, I think. It's all cheap.
What's that?
You happen to be buying at lower price, but we've got any. Oh, even over $1 XRP, still cheap. William, so you're not wrong, and there's people out there that are talking about it. I mean, me myself, I still under no illusion that this asset can reach 4 figures and go over $1,000 in the end. Now that's just an if and when. Is it happening in 2025? Not that probable. Is it going to be worth $1,000 each by 2045? Highly fucking likely, if not a hell of a lot more. It all becomes probability. There's no possibility in it. The value can be created like that by supply and demand. It's just the masses just need it.
It was like David Schwartz also mentioned as well, that the higher the price the asset is, the more functionable it is and the lower the transaction cost is going to be. So it actually benefits XRP to be priced highly, and it will work a lot better within the network.
Yeah, surely the more expensive it gets, the cheaper it becomes for the banks to use.
So it will benefit banks and anybody that's using it, which will be the whole world. It's going to benefit everybody. So the higher the price, and as well, you got to think logically as well, for them to actually use it as an exchange of payment between these institutions, financial asset firms, central banks, even corporate banks. It has to be a stable coin. It cannot be a volatile currency or a volatile asset. It has to be a stable coin. So they have to pump it to a particular price that they have in mind, that it's going to be able to cope with the volume that's used through the network. And then it could go up within stages over the years, and they'd have to pump it to certain levels, but I feel like they're going to have to keep it at a particular price. Otherwise, it's not going to be usable between these financial firms.
So the thing that's weird about me, the thingy, right? You've got thingy here now, right? There's a couple of ways people look at reserve currency, and I think because we're all basically in a new industry and we haven't really done fucking economics about finance and all that shit. You've got global reserve currency, right? How the US dollar became the world's reserve currency, blah, 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 and it's the petrodollar, and it's pegged to that. But beyond that, if you look at that reserve currency, you're basically on the face of it, it's the reserve currency can be used in international transactions, international investments, and all aspects of a global economy, blah, blah, blah. But then the SDR basket of the IMF is a completely different kind of global reserve currency that's for aid to countries in trouble. So I think I'm still under the impression, well, we're more than likely going to get one before the other, i.e. the IMF buying up some XRP to add it to the special drawing rights basket next year. So if a catastrophe does happen, they can just distribute ZERPs there absolutely immediately. There'd be no fucking about, but...
So what we've got to remember as well, the term that they've been using over the past in a lot of articles is the supranational currency. You know, we can't forget that. And as well, the way it's coded,
was it Sabayabu who first got us on that, or was it the Logic? I think it was fucking someone shared the document, didn't they?
Oh, the supernatural currency, yeah.
I think it was Sam I Am shared the document many moons ago, and Kurt did a video about it then, and then we kind of just we're finding more and more. It was when we was finding all the shit for the documentaries on it, I think. When it's stable and increases.
Yeah, if you look onto Google as well, it's on the Banco. The Banco was a supranational currency that John Maynard Keynes and E.F. Schumacher conceptualized in the years 1940 to 1942, in which the United Kingdom proposed to introduce after World War II. The name was inspired by a French Bank of Gold, and this is what as well, obviously XRP could be backed by gold, and this all makes sense now for a supranational currency.
Yeah, I don't think that,
Silver.
right? I don't think that. It's not going to work, man. The future value comes from the order books, man, and the value people put on it. We're not having some fucking bank tell us what currency's worth. Now, the way they're going to have to do that with the CBDCs, they're literally going to have to make them like Tether and introduce pairs and control the pairs like Tether do. It's legitimately how it's going to have to happen to keep all the current circulating GBPs worth a pound.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not smart enough to figure out another way of doing it, and Tether's right fucking there doing it for them now, showing them how to basically do it, staying from 99 cents to $1. There's a little bit of discrepancy there.
It would be
billions, but that's the kind of currency they need. Do you know what I mean? But I don't think you can peg it to gold. Go on, Chris, sorry.
perpetual debt using stable coins. That's probably the case.
Yeah, nothing. I fucking hate that term, stable coin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it has to be used though. Otherwise, it's not going to be sustainable. They can't be using a volatile asset to exchange currencies globally.
Yeah. Greg Wood, are you expecting new fiscal and monetary stimulus packages from the central banks next year? And how do you think this will affect a highly likely coming digital age of CBDCs? I do actually think there'll be some sort of universal credit dropped next year soon.
That's part of the Nassara and Jassara law implementation as well.
I think that's 100% almost a given.
They're doing it in China, aren't they, now?
They'll keep dishing money. The difference is when it comes to a CBDC, and I truly believe this, and this comes down to the basic living wage, even when robots take people's jobs, right? I don't think they're going to give people £1,000 a month in CBDCs to just spend on anything they want if you haven't got a job. I think it will be digital tokens, basically food stamp, picture food stamps, electric stamps, utility stamps, this stamp, that stamp, vice stamp. So out of the £1,000 a month they get given, I think only a certain percentage
it's got to be spent in certain places.
Well, you'll have at least 40% of it's got to go on bills and all that. They're not just because some people can't be trusted with money, can't they? Most of us are taught to be poor, mate. We live on our ass. We live week to week, wage
That's
to
the thing.
wage.
I think personally, my view on it is that's all going to change as well. And with the control being removed from the world, equality with humanity has to create more equality. So I think that a lot less restrictions are going to be on the people. I think that things are going to be a lot better, I believe, because we're still looking in the past, and we're still looking in the belief system of being controlled and everything being enforced on us. And with the Nassara and Jassara law, that's going to change everything.
Yeah, and I think with this awakening shit, I don't know exactly what to believe. I don't know what to believe, even with the pedo and QAnon shit. I don't know really what to believe. I'm just waiting for it to pan out. I believe there's an awakening, something's happening somewhere. Otherwise, the likes of me wouldn't have got their hands on DMT and become spiritual myself. I'm looking at a flavour.
All for a reason, mate.
I've got Buddhas in me summer house and stuff now. Do you know what I mean? I was so far from that not long ago. There's clearly something happening.
There's something happening. The frequencies are changing within everybody. And like I said, this mass awakening needs to happen, and the elections is the perfect thing for this to happen. The whole world is watching. And then once everybody sees the media exposed, everyone starts to wake up then. And like I say, they can get rid of it. This debt jubilee as well, where it's going to eradicate mortgages and loan payments.
Well, that's why they're printing as much as they can at the minute, isn't it?
They know it's going to be gone.
Just write it off, yeah.
Write it off, it's gone. New
dump it into the new system, yeah.
Exactly. And that's the thing, the world is in
capital gains tax. Do you think the proposed capital gains tax hike in the UK is related to the crypto gains Not
I think we have
necessarily.
to eradicate all news because of the new laws that are coming, in my belief.
I think
But
it's put people off it possibly right before it maybe. Who knows? They knew it was gonna pop a little bit, so they was like, right, they'll put them off with a heavy fucking tax.
Yeah.
It's all fear, mate. All the news that's getting pushed at the moment is all fear agenda.
They're dealing with
How
hardcore
much of that
hodlers.
actually got pushed in the mainstream? Because I could have missed that in a blink. I miss all sorts in a blink, me. Because I'm
I didn't see
concentrating
it.
on one story I'm going to do a video about. I miss 5 others. Do you know what I mean? I've got to go to work and shit after that. I can't just look at my phone all day for different stories, and I wish I could, but I just can't. So it can go over a lot of people's heads. It's like turn the news on. They're even talking about Bitcoin approaching all-time highs. Like, what the fuck?
The thing is, I wouldn't even know because I don't watch the news, the mainstream news, so I wouldn't even know what they're talking about.
Kind of I'm asking people. Has anyone heard anything about it on BBC, ITV, Channel 4, Channel 5, CNN, Fox?
Do you know, it's funny because we're in a secluded group, aren't we? And like we don't really have access to the outside news because we see all the hype, and it's actually a really small community considering how big the world is.
It's like
and
that. Was it? It's like Jan before sent me a BBC link, and I'm like, I can't click that, bro. It's my morals now. It's a principality, bro. I can't do it, mate. I literally can't. I can't click it, bro.
So I get all these articles through and I just scroll through and I'm not opening.
If it says BBC, if it's www.bbc, it ain't getting clicked by me. That's all I'm saying. I'm just not, mate, not contributing to the content of paedophiles. And I'm sorry if you work at the low level of the BBC and you know nothing about it, but look up at that statue at the headquarters and quit your fucking job, mate.
Yeah, Kurt's saying, what's your opinion on where this pump came from?
Me, I personally believe this is the beginning.
Like last time? Yeah.
Someone look at the chart from the date PayPal went fucking finger, because I feel like from the moment we started talking about PayPal offering crypto that there's been a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's happened since to push it over the cliff, but I feel like from PayPal and the Google and Citibank.
It's not been an MSM though, has it? It's not been in like mainstream that the Bitcoin's approaching 20k.
Well, I don't watch it. That's why I've asked if anyone.
Yeah, it's not. You'd have seen it. You'd have seen it coming up on my Google feed.
They're still holding
United DNT Buddhism. You know the Steve spirituality, bruh.
Yeah, so the mainstream are still not pushing it, whereas before the 2017 bull run, it was it was headline news everywhere. So this is why they're hiding it now for a reason. Is this
CNBC was like 30 cents, sell. Fucking $3.30, buy. It was like
do the opposite to what they tell you.
A bit backwards, lad. Like, Then you had the Coinbase, Korea, get off the fucking charts. You're selling it too high. Fuck off until you're at our prices. Until you're at the price we want you. Coin market cap. So you remember that. Taking the Korean markets off because it was like $4.10, mate. $4.10 in Korea. Yeah, no one talks about that shit.
But coin market cap as well. They was presenting the wrong figures for the total market cap.
We're at 73.5 cents right now.
PayPal is pretty big. Stephen Coons, well, again, how much of it really hit the mainstream, and was it enough to bring, say, 10 million Americans to the crypto space? Did every PayPal user use it? So America, US.
Are we rising again, Chris? Did you say 73 cent then, Chris?
73.5 cents. I got 73.6.
Right, so 286 million PayPal users in the States. Is that in the States or globally? PayPal currently has 286 million active users. If it were a bank, PayPal would be the 21st largest bank in the US. eBay bought PayPal for 1.5 billion, only to separate from it in 2015. The average people. Right, so I think that's globally, in it, 286 million, but I'm not entirely sure.
It is all about the money, honey. You're right, Steve.
Yeah. But the day before, there was 10 billion introduced into the market. So there's new flows of capital now introduced into the market, and that's not small money. It can be speculation. When we expected a drop from the 50 cent region, and for it to drive now above towards the 70 cent region, it's like, is it the time? But are we going to get a deep pullback? If we do, it's going to be a great opportunity to buy.
4 days ago, Financial Times are apparently saying it does coincide with a rally a little bit. PayPal's entry into the Bitcoin market on October the 21st coincides with a recent Bitcoin mega rally that some believe the two could be connected. I believe it was enough to like I say, I believe it was enough to get a few people into a little fucking let's jog onto PayPal and buy some crypto, but fucking millions coming in like that. And
mate, the thing is, everything is a show. The whole world is a stage, and they release certain articles in perfect timing for everything to work out with the market cycles. And they'll draw attention like that. They've just gained access to a large amount of new customers that are now getting introduced into the crypto market. But if we notice as well, which coins are pumping more than the mainstream bonds that are getting advertised by PayPal? I think that's quite interesting.
So a little look on nomics.com.
so the technicals are on, but I'm on Nomics now, mate. I just come. Oh, I'm not.
Fucking hell.
Lying, Scott. You're on TradingView, you muppet.
Look at Verge. Verge is 66% up. Remember that coin?
Remember that?
Verge was
XVG.
Verge was a millionaire maker.
Yeah, it was.
Verge was a millionaire maker.
Yeah,
2017. If you put 1,000, I'm gonna get the numbers mixed up, so I'm not too sure on the numbers. Right, it's one or the other. But £1,000 or $1,000 in January 2017 on Verge and on Extra Bytes, and then by January 2018, you would have had 3.3 million in one of them and 5.5 million in the other one for £1,000 in 12 months. There was millionaire makers, mate. Millionaire makers, yo. That's like 8 months before we got in, 9 months before we started looking.
I remember the 2017 bull run, and they was announcing all these partnerships with these different companies and that. And Verge had a partnership with Pornhub, and that sort of give it a nice pump. But back then, you was getting a lot of whales that was pumping and then dumping, and the markets were just ridiculous.
XLM, Stellar XLM, 19.5 cents. Oh, yeah. Motherfucker, where did me
Oh, it's gone, isn't it? Nearly 20 cents. What the fuck?
20 cent. That was 10 cent about 2 days ago.
Yeah, my word.
Cardano's 21 cents. This is gonna knock us sick from March. This will knock us sick from like early.
Wait, no, Cardano's 16. That's a 7-day prediction.
Mate, stop it. This is one of it's like Kurt says before when I message him and that, you just thought you had more time. Wish I had more time. Thought I had more time. I mean, I've not had that much work this year, me. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I've been gone months without even being able to buy any. I've just said earlier in the chat, I had to sell some to buy petrol, and then when I went to get that back at the end of the week from the earnings, I was fucking locked out by Uphold. Sup, Darcy BXRP. Hello everyone, what said hello to? Chat's pretty full now. Yeah, it's hanging getting cut out, man. Right before.
Yeah, but it's like you said as well, over the years, like if we wanted to, all of us could have had a lot more holdings. Yeah. You know, like we've been on holiday, done different things, you know, if we'd have put everything into it, we could have had an extortionate amount of holdings.
It's been a difficult 3 years as it is, to be fair.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, some people needed to sell for financial hardship. Some people
just a bit of reward,
just to go and buy themselves a little bit of happiness in times of fucking shit. Understood.
Crimbo coming.
Understood, do you know what I mean? We just need to be perfectly honest when we realise none of us have really got as much as we could have. That's disgusting. Knocks you sick. 0.02, bruh. March the 16th. I said it's going to knock you sick from March, mate. March. 0.2 cents, mate.
No.
2 cents. 2 fucking cents, mate.
Jesus.
And now it's what, 20 fucking 1. Jesus.
Yeah, I'd have also been pissed if I hadn't diversified when I did.
They said on the comment.
It's only small moves, but the amount of profit that can be made within these moves, providing you put the right investment in, is unbelievable. The percentage gains is unprecedented compared to if you look at
the Hex the other week was mad.
Chainlink
crazy.
Months, man. Yeah. Chainlink over the last 18 months. Fucking, it's done what everyone's waiting for Ripple to do. Again, let's not kid ourselves. We're sat here buzzing off Ripple. We're sat here buzzing our fucking tits off that we've gone to 17. Look at that there, sitting at $15 fucking dollars, right? Let's not let's not get fucking giddy, because it was $2 in fucking March. In March, mate. Let's get that fucking bigger. Give me 2 years, because I'm telling you, mate, all of it. Give me all of it.
Bitcoin's back at its all-time high, isn't it? $200 off.
50 cents.
Yeah, it is. It is.
50 cents, fucking.
It's almost at its all-time high again.
19, 20 months ago, it was 50 cents. Well, like you say, Chris, these last 2 years have been hanging. Well, if you'd have bought fucking Chainlink
Bull run started back then, didn't it?
Before May last year, it hit $1 in May last year, June. It went from April to fucking June, it went from fucking 50 cents up to $1.70 by near the end of June. And it's fucking, and basically it's hit this year and gone off on one, mate. So we could all sit back and just say, well, we're all knobheads for not buying Chainlink and now selling it the other day and buying XRP there.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer.
It's a wonderful thing, innit? Is basically.
I'm a firm believer that the turtle is that obviously slow and steady always wins the race. You know, the patient one things in the future can be a lot more rewarding than what's happened in the short term. We've got to understand as well, this time that we are living in it's unbelievable, because like you say, to be in the know, even to have a little amount, we're talking about a financial switchover. A new wealth class is going to be created here. Even holding a small amount is going to change your life.
Yeah.
I've said it before, and this is what I'm going back to again with when, not if. If you've got 1,000 XRP in a wallet right now, one day that's buying someone a house.
Agreed.
It might not be you, it might not be your kid, it might be your grandkid, but that 1,000 XRP in the future is enough to buy a good fucking house. Like, people need to look at the bigger pictures. Even asset swaps, people talk about, I'm selling at this, I'm selling at that, and it's like, selling's completely.
If they're selling,
they don't know the internet of value, the asset swap aspect.
Yeah.
Like, someone's gonna make an app in the end where you can just swap a mansion for XRP. through Interledger Protocol, like that.
Scan the QR code in the lobby.
And within 4 seconds of the smart contract being signed, you're on the fucking lawn of the house. You're like, yeah, I want this. I've had a little virtual reality view in that little shed. I want the house. You fill out the smart contract, you agree to it, you send the search, and the key to the electronic door of the house gets sent to your phone, and you're in the motherfucker. Like, this is the future we're moving into, guys. It's a total, it's digitalization. And again, I'll put it on
it's a whole new era.
I'll compare it to a bit of history with decimalization, and I can't even spell that. Decimalization. Fucking what the fuck is that? Let's get off.
Decimalization.
Well, it's the decimalization. Wikipedia, mate. 1971. We went decimal, so we went from a 240 penny pound and the shillings and all that shit to 100 penny pound and 100 pennies. Money changed. Back then in the 70s, decimalisation came along and money changed. Money, just money.
That was the removal of the gold standard with Dixon as well, wasn't it? 1973.
Money.
What's happening now is a complete economy, financial system. It's a global overhaul of a new digital age. Our identities, our records, everything's going to go digital. It's absolutely crazy. And people are going to look back on it as digitalisation. When you search digitalisation, now it will be looked back on in the past.
2020, the big bang of the digitalisation.
The digitalisation of finance and accounting, the digitalisation of tax, the digitalisation world, digitalisation definition in banking, in tax meaning. It's coming, and it's already got its definitions. It's what's the difference between this and that, and blah. In the future, it'll just be this fucking happened. We went from the 4th industrial revolution to legitimately the first true digital revolution.
Absolutely.
Terminator on steroids.
They say this industrial revolution now will be bigger than any of the industrial revolutions of the past. And, you know, and it's going to.
This is why I try and say it's completely different in it. If you think about it, we brought machines in last time for the humans to work. Now it's completely different. The machines are going to come in for the humans to go home. Do you know what I mean? The humans get to go and live. This is what they all need to think. Oh, my job's going to go. It's like, no, you're living on your 80% now as a little test. Believe that, right? Because you're not getting 100% of your wage in the basic living thing. If you can't reskill yourself and get a job that a robot's not doing, you're going to have to accept the bottom rate as well as try and earn some money online.
This is why universal basic income is a must going forward because of the technological advancements, like robots taking your jobs, even different software that's taking over people's jobs that are sat in offices, you know, and people are still going to need an income to survive. So that's why universal basic income is a must. You think about it, there's going to be a lot less people working, like human beings anyway.
Yeah, there's one about vaccine and that. What's your opinion on the vaccine announcements? Do you think the vaccine rollout will be successful next year and will it be enough to stop the debt restructuring and monetary reset? It won't stop debt restructuring, monetary reset or anything like that. It will and may hurt some economies when people say, well, I ain't going on a fucking holiday if I need a vaccine, and I ain't going there if I need a vaccine, and I ain't going here if I need a vaccine, and they stand firm. Some people are going to cave to go somewhere. Really, some movie buff's dying to go to the cinema and is legitimately going to take the vaccine just so we can go back to the cinema. It's that fucking crazy kind of shit he's talking about. People's going to be getting it just so they can go on holiday. Like, fair enough, you want your holiday, you want it, go for it. Just people, everyone who has it's going to have it for their own reason, and the most people who don't have it, eventually you're going to hit a wall of red tape where it's like, look, mate, to get through here, you need to have had the vaccine. The only thing is how do they police it? I think it's pushing digital IDs.
Yeah, it will. It'll be on your digital ID.
Police it? How do they know you've had it? It's pushing digital IDs. They tried to do it with the NHS app. No fucker downloaded it.
That's the central aspect
I mean?
of it, isn't it? It's centralised.
I think this is the start of it now. I think when you go in for your vaccine, I wouldn't be surprised if if your medical records then become digital. Do you know what I mean? There's some on down the lines in a change where it just flips to you're building a digital ID.
Do you know that the guy who actually created the vaccine, the tests? Apparently, he said that it doesn't actually affect. It wasn't built to test for a virus. It was built to take people's DNA samples. So that could possibly be linked to an identification thing with taking your DNA. I personally don't think that vaccines will get.
HSBC said you won't need a chip. They got your DNA.
I don't think vaccines will get put out there. If they do, I don't think they'll be mandatory.
Look, not everyone's happy with my opinions on chips and that. I don't think chips should be forced on people just yet until there's a consensus.
We'll be begging for them, Scotty.
I know they will in the end. I know they will, mate. We're talking about current generation, and you might tell everyone else who should have a chip just because I would possibly have one.
Yeah.
It's not
I'll be getting one
in front of me yet, so not entirely 100% sure.
Yeah, I think that the advancements they're going to have
cat.
brain.
The fact of the matter is, my cat's got a chip in him. I'm not a parent, me. I'm not a parent yet. Hopefully, the future someday, maybe have him. Don't know. But if I had a child, why would I chip my cat, but won't chip my kid? You're telling me I could lose my kid to paedophiles and not find him, but I can't lose my cat. Once my cat gets fucking scanned at the vet, once he needs an operation or something and goes into the vet, it's coming back to me.
It's true.
It might be a year, might be 2 years, might be 3 years, might be 4 years, but I guarantee that cat needs a vet. And when it goes into the vet, it's getting scanned and it comes back to me. Now, I guarantee if a kid at 5 years old gets snatched before they're 10, they need a hospital, they need a doctor, they need someone. So there's some sort of medical ID or something like that. I'm not talking about chips to track people and shit, bro, mate, and control them. I'm talking chips to save people and to lower crimes. And again, it needs to be consensus. I don't think it shouldn't be done until the masses agree to it to be done. Next generations, like say, Chris, demanding it.
Like you say, if you look into like 50 years from now, this world's gonna be a completely different world, and I think it's gonna be the norm. Like people getting robotic arms, robotic legs, that's the norm now. It's getting introduced. And I don't think that human beings are going to be the only civilization living on Earth in 50 years from now.
That goes deep talk, doesn't it? It's all up in the air, mate. Like I say, even with spirituality, there's something going on there with the aliens, Bob Lazar stuff and all that. People can think what they want, but
Jungle Link in the house.
Anyone, Scott? Synonym. How can a chip save anyone?
Jungle's here, Scott.
We'll like,
Jungle's in the
yes,
chat.
Jungle Link, what's up, mate?
Long
Let me
time.
understand what's all that, because literally a chip can save a kidnapped child, mate. Let's not be fucking silly. Kids get snatched, and then within a few hours, legitimately within a few hours, they can't find the kid. The parents frantically looking for the kid. You're telling me that they couldn't just whip the phone out? Please, kid's gone. GPS the fucker. Tell me I won't save that kid's life. Come on, bruh. Like there's lines we can stick to here where it's clearly gonna help people. Like, I'm not saying they should know where everyone is at every time, but the fucking children, mate. When like I say, my cat's got chip. People's got GPS collars on the cats. They know where the cat is at every time, but don't know where the kid is. That to me is just quite strange.
Well, you can't. You got to treat everything with consciousness the same. So if you're going to be able to chip a cat, you should be able to chip a human.
Yeah.
But if you're not going to chip a human, then you can't chip your pet.
There is actually a way you could know where your child is if your child's willing to have location services on a mobile phone. So
Friend finder and all that. It's already there, isn't it?
Not even necessarily has to be Find My Phone. You can legitimately just get the smartphone and sign in on the same Google. And then when you go on Google Timeline, it'll mesh. It'll show everyone who signed into that thing. You used to get it all the time when me and Kurt was in it and realised it.
Scott, stick the XRP chart on, please. See what he's doing.
Oh, price, yeah.
It's all
72.
nicely up there, man.
Pump it.
Bruh. If I could pass it through the screen, mate. Someone figure out a way. We can pass sound waves, we can pass photons and the picture off it. Like, can we pass smells? Like, someone just don't fart. Like, blow me some lavender or something. Don't. No stink bombs. Thought the chip was a mark of the beast. Well, some would say that peace and prosperity to all, but some would say that's a load of gash from a book from 1,000 years ago when everyone's entitled to their opinion.
There's too much fear being pushed around at the moment. People need to have a bit of faith. I think we're heading into some good times.
In that case, if you can castrate a pet, then you can castrate a human. I think they do.
The thing, there's no point even talking about a vaccine until they say, right, we're releasing it, we want a vaccine, There's no point even worrying about it until then. Otherwise, you're just worrying yourself for no reason. Because what if it doesn't get released? You've worried for no reason. You might as well stay positive.
Yeah, defo. JJ Scott, I've been quiet lately a little bit. I know on Twitter and that, I've been working a lot. I legitimately don't have much time to go to my phone beyond WhatsApp chats with what I've got with people. Legitimately, by the time I'm through WhatsApp chats in the day, it's like, fuck's sake. I go on YouTube and just reply to comments rapid with a typical me little thumbs up and fucking that's my quick comment when I've not got time to chat. It's legitimately me quick replies just so people know I'm there. I've got some lemonade. I've got some lemon cheesecake, and some silver lemon medicine. That's the medication. I just wish it was regulated in the UK, so we still have to buy off some bog rat or some really respectable guy who's growing in his loft or basement.
Man, you just got to look into the
I just wish we could buy dispensaries legally and get a legitimate medical grade cannabis for me anxiety and stress levels.
When XRP takes off, we could set up a big
Canada,
medical.
mate. Love
Canada. Nice.
I do, mate. I love it. I've only been once.
Set up our own XRP dispensary.
Portugal with a tax is also another with their drug laws now, mate. Jesus.
Tax free on crypto as well, isn't it?
Tomorrow. You know what I mean? Each to their own, innit? Someone wants a winery. I want a medical cannabis lab. I've seen what it does for Parkinson's, epilepsy. Do you know, a little bit of real talk now. Yeah, a lot of us like smoking spliffs. Some will have pipes, bongs, vape it, do it all their own way. We all have it our own way. We all cope our own way. But the fact of the matter is, for dementia, for Parkinson's, for epilepsy, for a lot of illnesses, it's a true medicine that works way better than that pharmaceutical shite. And that is real fucking talk, mate.
Mate, the truths about the medical background of cannabis has been hidden for a reason. Cannabinoids are actually receptors in the human body, and they get activated from the chemicals within THC, even CBD. The medical effects from CBD it stops certain diseases, for instance, even like Alzheimer's. It helps with that. It helps with what is it? Arthritis. There's all sorts of things that it can help with. And the ancients knew it. They put the symbols on it on the bloody tombs, mate.
Scotty, you've seen Nomics 7-day prediction for Ripple, XRP. Sorry.
What's their prediction?
$1.11.
Ooh! Now,
treble one. Symbolism, mate. Treble one.
This is what I mean, man. I said it so many times.
1.11. Yeah.
I just kept saying, like, wake me up when it's at $1. Wake me up when it's at $1. And it's kind of ingrained in my head now that that's kind of a turning point. Don't ask me why. There's no reasoning behind it. It's legitimately because of how many times over the last 2 years I've said, wake me up when it's over $1. Like, legitimately, because I don't care about the movement until then. Granted, this is good. It's good. It's coming back, but we're still sat here questioning: is it it? Is it
I agree. Above $1, and then
I think after $1, I'm gonna be like, what's it after that? It's the only thing after the only major marker after $1 for me is the all-time high.
Yeah.
It can always pull back until that. Remember that. I think until it's that again. But then someone's gonna get up and go, well, what about Bitcoin? It's fucking $600 away from it. Or 700. What is it there? What's the actual all-time high on Bitcoin? 19. It was it actually 20k or what? Is it that just somebody saying it was 19,800?
Oh, I ain't sure to the pinpoint.
It's sustained it. It's sustained it for longer, hasn't it? Surely, like being up this side.
Yeah, that's the thing. We've normally had pullbacks. I was actually expecting a pullback before we hit this 70-cent region.
Why can't I just give me a simple number? I just wanted a simple number. Excuse me.
But like I say, we've got to enjoy it now. But once we get above $1, that's when we're talking. You know, if it shoots then to all-time highs, we're talking a $4 coin then.
Stan Lee's going all in on Tether by the sounds of it. Sounds like a choice. Choice.
Mate, if you put enough in on Tether, while it's like $1, I mean, it occasionally goes to $1.01, doesn't it? But it's sometimes like $1 half a cent, $1 3/4 cent, and then dips down to like 99 cents fucking thing. I mean, if you realistically, if you had enough, if you're playing with enough money, it's fucking
you make a lot within that cent change, can't you?
gains, aren't there?
Buy the low, sell the highs every time. You know it's going to go.
fucking 2 pips.
Yeah, right. When you're talking
big, was a page with a number, right, saying this is Bitcoin's all-time high. And like, Google's let the side down. It might just be me because of that dude. It's pretty strong.
I'll have a look on an app on my phone.
Because I want like I'm after like the exact fucking number. Not. Oh, is that it? Issue Bitcoin. That's got to be on it.
Exact number on the chart I'm looking at, mate, was 19,265.
19,2. Yeah, I'm sure it's higher than that. I don't know where.
I think it went high.
Don't ask me where
exchange is
19.8 from. That's my subconscious. That I don't know what he's going on about half the time. He's right. He's right a lot though.
Yeah, different exchanges would have had different prices. But I think like we're basically there now, aren't we, at the all-time high for Bitcoin?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Scotty, do you think that SBI FX testing will affect the price? I didn't even know about any of that. I've stopped looking at the SBI stuff. It's just too much of it.
Well, that's
no, I think that the test. Sorry.
It does kind of get tedious, doesn't it, looking at fucking banking and all. That's why I kind of shied away from it and started looking at more technology-wise and NFTs, and I've got a little bit more interested in the internet of value side, and I'm just kind of hoping the currency shit passes me by. But I was expecting 30 cents till CBDC started rolling out, and now here we are, sat at fucking 70 cents, so...
Anything goes.
Clearly, I don't know shit. It's just so hard to call. when it's something you're new to, and even though we've had like 3 years to kind of prepare to pop it off, I think this next spike's kind of highlighting that there's a hell of a lot of us that are not quite ready for it to go as fast as it could potentially go.
So it's a new market, and this shift has never ever happened before. So everyone in the whole space can speculate, but nobody knows. It's an unpredictable market.
1917 highest it's ever been. 19718. There's an 8 on the end. But that's what I mean. So that's near that. So on one hand, you've got XRP well away from its all-time high. And Bitcoin about to fucking blast, like not far off blasting through it.
Mate, this happened in 2017. You know, everything was taking off, and then all of a sudden, one day, Ripple just blew through the roof. It just caught up. And so I remember sitting through that bull run. Mate, the game.
Did Ethereum go with Bitcoin, or was it kind of in between?
Ethereum was going with Bitcoin, and then XRP just went on its own all of a sudden.
Because again, that's only halfway to its fucking all-time high.
Did 2.0 go live today or whatever? Did they close the pool? I haven't heard nothing about that either.
I don't think it'll ever go live, mate.
I don't know if they got like the amount they needed to close the pool or whatever. They were going to delay it, weren't they, or something?
No, it's not good. It's not good for F, and we'll see what happens and what folds out in the foreseeable future.
What was the Ripple Bank of America update? On the
Bank of America confirmed that they're using RippleNet.
So they just listed them, didn't they, on the website?
Was that Friday? Right before the fuck? This is what I'm saying. Like when
it was yesterday.
Right back. Was it only yesterday?
Yesterday they confirmed it, because obviously it's been speculation for a long time, but they've confirmed it.
Yeah.
Which is good news, mate.
It is. You know, you've got BlackRock as well getting right.
Man, we already knew. It's just about these announcing it and actually confirming it publicly now.
Yeah, because I'm just waiting for all this to really get over and done with, so we can move on to true Internet of Value and asset swaps, because we ain't never going to get it until the banks are completely rolled out, CBDCs and all that other stuff. I don't
2021, I think we're going to start to roll out.
Someone would have built an app somewhere otherwise, instead of just fucking crypto kitties. No, don't get me wrong, man. Some NFTs are sick.
So I think David Schwartz tweeted today, somebody asked him what you're going to do next, and he was talking about decentralized social media platforms. So we can look into that going forward as well.
Yeah, that's the next thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a must as well going forward with the fraud that's been happening and the censorship within media. It has to be.
It's got to decentralize, yeah.
Got to be.
What do you think of the chances of a company like Apple and Google going decentralized?
Googleplex coin has got to happen with this Citibank. Something's got to happen there, and it's like, how handy would that be?
Yeah, but what if they just decentralize Google Pay servers, nothing else? Not the Google.
Google in time it'll be like MetaMask, won't it? In the Chrome browser, you just have wallets like Chrome.
How segregated some of Google's systems are, I suppose. But Apple, forget Google. What about Apple? Do you see Apple ever actually becoming decentralized?
Yeah, and you'll only be able to spend it on fucking Apple products.
Yeah, Jay Ramos just sent me a post with the all-time highs of Bitcoin across all the exchanges. The highest one was BitMEX, and that was $20,093. No, yeah, $20,009.
Wow.
So and then the lowest one, 19,650 was the lowest exchange at Kraken.
Interesting.
So the highest one did actually hit the 20 mark.
Micro Internet of Value, baby. That's what it's about for me. I can't fucking wait.
IoV, it's going to change. It's going to change the world we live in.
Brad. That girl at Cal said that.
Has anyone seen that picture with him in the moon boots?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you gotta give it time. Maybe not 2075. Nah, because people need to. It's the realist in me that, like, seriously, when I do shit like that, it's the realist in me. It's not that I don't believe we're getting gains before 2023, right?
It's fucking happening.
It's happening now. We're questioning it right fucking now. But I don't care what happens tonight, tomorrow, next week, 2 months from now, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, 18
long
months
term
from now, 2 years from now, 4 years from now, 2024. I don't give a shit what's happening. Now, again, let me clarify. I believe it could be £500 a coin, XRP by then. It could. It's possible. It just becomes probability. But I'm still under no illusion that the biggest gains and the biggest advancements in this technology are no doubt coming 2025 onwards with 6G technology, absolutely unbelievably fast internet that people can't even imagine. We're about to go from 4G, which only allows thousands of devices per square mile. So for a little bit of networking knowledge for people who don't know, if you ever go to the football, or the American football, or the fucking baseball, or anything where there's thousands of people there, anyone paying a low bandwidth's not going to have signal, because 4G can't handle it. It can only handle thousands of devices per square mile. 5G can handle millions. That'll be the autonomous cars, the autonomous drones, the robots, the house appliances, blah, blah, blah. But eventually, even that's going to become too much. Look at the Internet of Things predictions, and there's already more machines on the Earth doing jobs than there is humans on the Earth. Do you know what I mean? So it's about to blow up.
That's what I'm saying. It's about to happen, mate. That's where like humans are going to have a lot more time. I believe that this is why the conditioning of these lockdowns has got people to get more free time to themselves, to get used to it, because people are going to have a lot more free time. And everyone's on about going back to normal. What define normal? What was normal? You know, going forward, I think normal is going to be a bit more normal.
Spark, who's doing Spark? Scott, you're doing it with Zoom, aren't you? You doing it?
Yeah, well, the Spark video.
No, just the droplet. Yeah, drop.
I need to do my ledger, but because my 2 Nano S is broke and I can't get in the ledger with it's on, I need to reset the Nano X, then restore it as the other ledger, and then do it.
Yeah,
I can't be asked.
Thing is, the way I see it,
it's one of them things. It's gonna come free crypto. It's $3 or some shit. I know, mate. I know. I'm an idiot. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna do the video just to make sure that people say I'm not. That can't be asked doing the video. But again, I just want to reiterate all I would have been doing in the video was XRP Dave, Spark.
Oh yeah, that's
the video.
And I would legitimately be finding XRP Dave's video.
That's how I set mine up, actually, with Dave's video.
And I would have been going through Dave's video, so his YouTube didn't come up there, and he... That's not him. I hate people who use the same thing as what all the guys got me.
Yeah, but I think Dave done a good video on that, explaining how to do it, and
he did, mate, and it would be the one I'd be using to go through it with everyone when I found it. Take Spark off.
But we still got till the 12th anyway to get to that.
David Schwartz, XRP Dave. Is that his nickname in the grapevine? Is it on the grapevine or in the grapevine?
On. Yeah, I'll make Dave Schwartz.
I'll make Dave Schwartz. He's been coding again, hasn't he, for CCC? Shared it before.
Mm.
That would have been on his Twitter. Got off the video. But yeah, regarding the Spark airdrop, I think we should do a live like this again on Saturday, because I'm also having a chinwag.
The unit.
Get his name up from the unit, yeah. I'm terrible with names. Apologies, man. Future Trend Today on Twitter. I'm gonna have a chat with him on Saturday. So I guess we can just do this again and pull him in it. And moving forward, we could make this a weekly thing on the Saturdays when we're down in Milton, we go down to the unit in Milton Keynes, and then actually schedule it around Nick's show and the Wireless Racer shows about the cars and the robotics, and we can build more stuff from there. That's getting a bit deep into what's coming in the future, but stay tuned, you know. But legitimately, from now, we're going there next week. I've got no weekend work planned from now till Christmas initially, so I could legitimately be there every weekend from now till the new year, running this kind of stream from the unit, and we could have a guest on every week, a community guest, and look at even doing interviews. And I definitely need to do that chat with Eatsvind about Zoom, and its updates, its roadmaps, and I need to know when someone's going to put GBP on it. Everyone in the UK, we need to start some sort of fucking trend or something where we get Uphold. They're already doing interledger protocol payment pointers. They're already in a little bit with Eatsvind and all that shit. So we basically need to Uphold to add a GBP IOU to Zoom. So we need to start doing some fucking Twitter campaign to get them to do it.
Do you think they could be withholding though until they release CBDCs, and then they'll upload the GBP wallet of it then, this digital version?
Maybe.
They could be holding off for that factor.
Yeah, I don't know. I just know I want a pound on Zoom, and I've only got the euro and I can only get the euro and the dollar on it at the moment, and it'd be nice to be able to have GBP on it.
That's true. If they've got the euro and the dollar, it's a bit fishy. Well, they ain't got the GBP, isn't it?
Now, it's an interesting thing you say that, because in the future, when there is a CBDC pound out, you may be able to add the pound wallet to it and just be paid into Zoom.
Yeah.
Like, you say your boss can't just pay you through thingy. It all depends on what kind of address it's going to have, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Hyperledger iRower is now linked up to Hyperledger Quill. Is iRower the ID one? I forget what they are. There's fucking many of them, and I've not looked at them for a while. We got into robotics, didn't I? The coding was wrecking my head. It was proper burning me out. Software, try to learn software. And
Screen burn.
I'm an hardware guy, me. I like building shit. I can't sit there reading. I just can't do it.
I've been doing a bit of C-sharp lately, trying to learn different languages.
Arduino is one I can get because it's entwined with electronics and robotics that I'm good at. I get hardware, and only having to do a little bit of code, like move a fucking servo that does that. It's just like on off to the board, but the servo moves.
Kung Fu nerd in the house.
It's going to change the whole computing sector.
Kung Fu nerds in the house.
What's happening?
Man's a legend.
I've seen him for a while.
Man's a
Been
legend.
on Twitter.
One set. I need my Hyperledger is designed to be simple, easy, and corporate infrastructure. IoT projects. Technology. Oh, for your simple construction module with domain driven. See, so this is also what David Schwartz has just done with the C++ design. Like he's just done something for XRPL on that as well. And this is now because they used to legitimately say in incubation.
What is he now saying, that it's out of incubation?
Well, it ain't saying shit, as if it's just live, like was said in the comments.
Yeah.
Kung Fu nerd. Did a bit of travelling, didn't you, mate? Did you like do some travelling and not have your phone and accounts for you for a while? That's subconscious, Scott, that. I don't know if he's right or not. Just told me to say that. But I hope you're good, mate. Back to 72s. I just keep expecting a steady little, and then a fall off, and then a summit. I didn't. When it goes a little bit sideways.
See, this could be just a shakeout, just getting people to sell at particular levels before.
You see that?
Tether. Look at Tether there, 99.5. It's down 1.39%.
Scott, keep it on that list there. Look at perfect stable sharpshoots. David Schwartz, Joel Katz, and Trump. And Trump boat sunk. 2020 finally gives us some good news. 11 p.m. And look at the predicted price.
It all makes sense.
11.
111.
111.
Makes sense.
Close enough.
Almost, mate. Send me some of that weed, lad.
11 to transition from dark to light.
Yeah, we got there in the end, Mike. IoT, iRower, Hyperledger. I mean, don't get me wrong, just because I didn't really have the time and patience to get my head around it and understand it, and I was doing it on a Linux piece. I turned my laptop into a Linux laptop like I was some sick as fuck developer, and then coding just come out of the laptop, smacked me silly, and was like, sit the fuck down. So my laptop's now Windows again now. I've done got a little telling off. But seriously, I couldn't figure it out. It don't mean you can't. It's extremely interesting, and they've got a distributed ledger or a platform or a toolkit or they've got something for everything. Absolutely everything. Uphold charges are not as good as it seems. What charges you on about there? Because don't get me wrong, it pissed me off the other day not letting me buy in. But as far as I'm aware with charges, Uphold's actually pretty sick. Michael got stoned instead of doing Hyperledger. Hey mate, I can build. I was doing the robotics on a bit, but it don't. I can still contribute me. It wasn't that. It was maybe I needed to microdose LSD or something, so I could just actually fucking.
That'll make it easier.
A little better. See, it really like it. I hear they do it. I've not done LSD yet, but I hear they do it in certain places. Silicon Valley and that to
That's meant to give you a lot more access to higher intelligence.
Fucking hell, it's hard enough holding on to your own consciousness.
You can see the fucking. You've seen that woman on YouTube. Google fucking woman takes LSD 50s, and she's like, I can see the wind. Oh, it went right through me.
I read up about you can microdose it, can't you? And apparently it activates certain brain cells of different parts of your brain.
I think it's a different lens, so a lot of humans are pretty quick to say there's no other dimensions, and like they're forgetting the quantum realm where the strings are and the fundamental vibrations of everything in the universe begin. They're forgetting the microscopic realm where we've got tardigrades and microscopic fucking organisms floating all around us. We just can't see them. So just like if you got a camera or a shit telescope up to the sky, you'd see a dot on a light or a little shitty planet. Whereas if you kept making it stronger and stronger and stronger with different lenses, you'd have a clearer view of what was in outer space. And it's no different than here when you look at the floor with a shit camera and you change its lens, change its lens, you can see better in the end. That's all psychedelics are doing to humans. It's changing the lens and allowing you to see part of the physical spectrum that you otherwise couldn't see. It legitimately, that's the easiest way of putting it. There's a reason they're illegal, man. Thoughts on Wirex, same as Uphold, apart from the fees. Fees on Wirex are extortionate.
I do use Wirex though. I do use it.
Nice everywhere. The fees are extortionate.
They got faster payments, like from fiat back to your bank.
So's Uphold.
Yeah.
You always say that, mate. Uphold.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
So's Coinbase. They've all got faster payments now.
Wirex didn't actually work for a bit on Thursday.
I remember
Friday.
2017 bull run. I remember, I couldn't even cash out. That was the reason I didn't even take any profits.
Stanley laid there, LSD can draw perfect lines and circles. I can do perfect circle on the wall. I can do that one where you just fucking throw your arm round on the wall and it does a perfect circle from your shoulder, your arm's your radius. That's pretty sick.
Neil McCallion saying Coinbase is knackered. Can't send XRP to anyone. Tried 6 times now.
I think they're going to have a lot of problems going forward. It's always that exchange is always the one that goes down. I don't know why.
That's interesting, Neil. Coinbase won't let you send XRP anywhere. See, I'd imagine they still let people send it about, but do they get? How much of a fee do they take when you're sending it somewhere? The
XRP is just like 0.01 drop, isn't it?
As opposed to you trading it with something or selling it. Do you know what I mean?
Nothing to send it, I don't think.
They try to force people to do whatever makes them fucking profit, basically, I think. Every single one of them.
Wirex goes tits and the supporters poop. Yeah, they took away the live chat function as well. That was the worst thing they did. I don't blame them though, really.
That's what they're probably getting so many answers and questions.
Yeah.
And they're trying to work on the development of their project.
Yeah, but I sent a lot of XRP to the wrong address once, and they did get it back for me.
Did they?
So yeah,
You can only do that if it's gone to a pool, though, can't you?
I had the wrong. I think it was the wrong. Yeah, it must have been the wrong tag.
If you send it to a cold wallet, unless you get in touch with that person for them to send it back to you, it's fucking gone.
I can't remember where I was sending it. I fucked it up there. But yeah, I give it back, so that was the main thing.
Mike Crowley there, he always wondered what it's like to watch a group of lads stone talk about this stuff. Fucking class.
Make a little TV show.
Hey, I tell you what, Mike, you'd be able to do that on Joe Rogan in a few years, mate. No doubt that we talk about the internet of value all the fucking time.
Yeah.
As robotics and automation advances, you need to realise that he'll be have people on talking about machines paying for shit in the end. Do you know what I mean? That's where we're heading. That's the be all and end all of it.
Yeah.
It's fucking unbelievable. It's hard to imagine.
But yeah, the whole thing with Coinbase is why it's good to have multiple on and off ramp zones.
Yeah.
Oh, it really is, because I'd not redone my Coinbase since having this phone, so I basically had to re-register and like restore my account through Coinbase. That only took 72 hours, which is now done. So I can buy on Coinbase when I'm ready to, but I'm not buying at the moment. Fuck that. I'm still expecting a little pullback, me, and I'm praying for it.
I'd like that.
We'll let wait till Friday to get it, mate. I think it's coming back down, mate.
Well, if Nomics are predicting $1.11 there, you can bet it's coming down.
Yeah, because look at the Bitcoin prediction. It's as if Bitcoin's already done its peak and that's coming down, but Ethereum and XRP are still at a peak, and then they maybe come down.
Might bleed off a bit more.
Bitcoin's going down while them two rocket up, mate. If you believe in that, but again,
old season.
It's not a given. Even that's speculation on their part, innit?
I hope the market cap. I hope it goes up to $1 trillion by the end of the year. That'd be special, but
yeah, I think it's going to go. I remember saying not long ago,
it's going to get close.
It'll be $1 trillion soon, early 2018, and then its ass fell out.
What is it now? 550. I suppose just over halfway. So still a long way to go.
Yeah, it's Coinbase crashing and shit. Like, I think they all do this. That's what I mean.
Then I think they only go down for a few hours, and they always come back on, don't they? I think what it is, when they have a big fluctuation of transactions happening, they just go down. But after a couple of hours, they always come back on.
Oh, nah. Yeah, synonym. We don't want it to end at $1 trillion. We just wanted to see it at $1 trillion and then
That's
carry
the start.
on.
That's just the start.
We need to understand they've got up to a quadrillion global value already. We want that going through the whole of the crypto space and internet of value. So the market cap just basically governs the whole of the global economy and everything of value.
Transfer,
and I honestly believe that the new value automation brings, and the system itself brings, and NFTs and in-game assets brings, I think we're looking at the global value possibly doubling in the next 10 to 20 years. This is why I mean the big gains are further down the line.
Sure, Trump knows it as well. He keeps saying that the economy is going to be better than it's ever been, and he's not wrong.
It's about to go somewhat rotten after 2030, mate. I know that's like there's a long way away, so we won't even go that far. But
they got unlimited funds to do it with.
It was still low bab. I've got some backs, yeah, but they're just fucking there till 2025 or some shit. And if they're worth anything, then I'll buy a Snickers with them or something. Fuck knows, mate.
Snickers would be about £1, boy.
Fucking Snickers will gain value more than fucking the backs will at this rate. I want some of them bionic cocks Stanley's selling.
Stanley.
Can't fucking read half the time, mate.
I did the same thing, to be honest. I just noticed.
It's hard with names, because you'd usually read a name in your head, and if fucking Stephen, no one's getting fucking Stephen wrong, are they? It's hard to go from only ever reading really to yourself in your head and not actually reading. You're just reading in your head. To then actually talking while you're reading, while you're doing a video. It's fucking weird.
You know what's funny as well, though, how the agendas switch so fast as soon as there's something new. Like Brexit, for instance, nobody really talks about that anymore. As soon as a new agenda comes across, boom, the narrative switched.
Yeah, in all fairness, with Brexit though, I think half of us just expect it to be over now. I think they just expect it to be going through, to be hearing that this is done, that that's done, that that's done. And I guess with all the fucking shit that's in the way, us being more into like what's happening with the crypto market, the general fucking population being more worried about what's going on with COVID and that. No one really cares what's happening with global trade and shit.
The funny thing, though, the knock-on effect that it would have had. People think that the economy would come back from this. There's not a chance unless, obviously, the reset is there for the backup solution. Without that, the world was gone. The companies that have been shut down now, even still now in the UK, the amount of shops that are still shut, businesses are just done. So the growth from that, it's got to be something. It's going to be like a new rebirth of business. It's going to present so many new opportunities as well for people to start up businesses.
Yeah, the thing, if people think that a lot of companies and millionaires are made off the internet, you ain't seen fucking nothing yet.
Nothing, man. This is going to be another thing from that. Like I said, the fourth industrial revolution. It's going to be the biggest boom out of the lot. The .com stage that has nothing to what's coming.
Oh well, it goes back to the. I mean, can we get fucking Apple up on here or Amazon stocks? Amazon Comic, Nasdaq. So if we go to that. And if we got on its all time.
Imagine that now we're being offered an Amazon 3000. We missed the first one. But it's like, what do you think in the future? Can Amazon become a bank?
Yeah. It will be. It will be. They all are, won't they? Google will do it. Fucking Amazon will do it. They all will. If it's decentralized or whatever, everyone will fucking do it.
I think that Ripple will become a bank.
Yeah.
They're already offering loans. They've got the program now.
They're pretty much MoneyGram, aren't they?
Like the money they've got behind them as well. It makes sense. That the company, the structure behind it, they own no debt out at all, and they've got a lot of liquid capital.
I mean, that would have been an interesting little correlation if fucking Finger went there, but that's the 2008, 2009 fucking crisis. There's the .com bubble. But look where it is on the price side, 110.
What was Amazon?
Nowhere now. So this is what I'm saying. That was from 2000 to 2020. It was 20 years, and that'll end up a little blip down there. You won't even notice it now. Back in 2020, that down there, it's fucking gone, mate. It's basically a straight line, basically a straight fucking line in the hundreds, and now it's in the thousands. I think we're months, if not just a couple of years away from crypto taking off in the same way and a whole new fucking digital. There's no other word for it. Digital revolution taking off.
The thing, like the .com stage created the internet, millionaires and billionaires across the world, and this is now the new era of that, but on a bigger scale, I believe.
Well, this is why I want to help educate people on the interledger protocol and the asset swap shit, because no one really thinks about IP, TCP, HTTP, all the different languages of the internet, how computers communicate with each other, because they don't give a shit. Because them packets of information in their head aren't worth that much value.
Yeah.
When you're talking about value moving around, and we all know how the banks like to get a grip of people and shit and take the piss, we need to teach the masses.
It's the younger generation
The masses.
Yeah. I think the older generation, they're not going to be interested in learning it, but I think the younger generation, they're going to be obviously the future of us, so they're going to be interested in learning it. And there's even a business out of that, just teaching people, because you're doing greater good for humanity.
People deserve the choice and deserve the knowledge to understand that the time has come that they can become their own bank. Not that you can't still use the banking system, not that you can't still rely on them if you choose to, but the option is now there to become your own bank. You ain't got Gregory Mannarino saying you're going to become your own central bank. That's a way of putting it, innit?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Never mind saying you're going to become your own bank. You're going to become your own central bank.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got. Mate, he's just putting
I trust the most. I don't trust any stable coins because nothing's stable.
Well, that's a good question actually, though, because why would you trust something that's tied to the dollar? I just don't.
Yeah, I don't trust Tether at all. I trust it for about 5 minutes that I'm in it, if I'm ever in it. I'm very rarely in it. Tether, when it comes to Tether, mate, very, very rarely hold that shit.
I've never been in it.
Only because, like you say, it's not stable, it's pegged.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people need to understand. It's not stable. Tether isn't a stable coin, it's a peg coin. So the value, it follows the value of the dollar. So if the value tanks next year, guess what else tanks? Tether. So people need to be careful. And especially if you're in America and you tunnel vision on US dollar and every other asset, and you're not really looking at the cross-currency valuations of the actual global strength of the dollar.
No currency safe.
No currency.
Exactly,
mate. There aren't many safe.
No fiat, anyway. No fiat, yeah.
Not 100% completely.
Could be interesting what they have for their target rates for like interest rates going forward and inflation rates, etc. Because they're going to be having to set the whole new monetary.
They got to match the exchanges, surely. They got to be competitive with them.
From the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia. You guys are sleep deprived as I am, and I've been over the last few days.
Everyone's been awake.
Dragging ourselves to work.
And last night I was up till about 4 o'clock in the morning.
What's so, guys? Thoughts on harmony? Harmony, Joe. Oh, harmony. Harmonic convergence of the humankind. Peace. Tranquility. I'm all for it, mate. That's what you meant. Google Bank. Google motherfucking Bank.
Yeah, they're sin on them. I didn't realise that airdrops trigger UK taxable events. I didn't.
What's that?
Did you know that? Blah. Did you know that? Airdrops trigger UK taxable events.
So was the Spark airdrop would be a taxable event then?
Yeah, well, yeah.
That's if Spark's worth anything.
Yeah. I didn't realise that at all.
I think anything's going to be taxable of value going forward because the regulations are going to implement that. But I think tax laws are going to change, so everything is going to be sort of not set in stone. Whatever gets put out there now, it's not set in stone because new laws cannot override that.
Yeah, I think it'll just be the foundations to fucking crawl through the first phases of it, and it'll get revamped again pretty fucking soon, I think.
If anyone thinks there isn't HMRC software that can track flare airdrops, then maybe they should think again. And what if the flare airdrop is a way to map XRP wallet distribution? You can already see that. It's public, isn't it?
I know. What? So what? You kind of like. So what? What if it does? And what?
Yeah.
You're gonna come through my door and fucking steal me XRP? Come on,
oh, you got flare.
What? You got some fucking flair? And what? Like, why are you not gonna give a fuck?
They're talking for tax purposes. then obviously if everyone's going to be paying their taxes anyway, and
anyone who bought ETH over the last like 5 years are going to be fucked, aren't they, in the UK?
It all depends, because do regulations get backdated, or because they wasn't implemented at the time? Can they backdate them? Can they backdate the tax laws on it? Because at the time, you can't go and tax somebody for Bitcoin that they bought 10 years ago.
We've got the link on that, Sin, on him.
Coinbase, fucking, it's bullshit, man.
Yeah, I suppose it depends what country you're in as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, obviously different laws will apply to different countries. Well, sure, be in Portugal or Malta.
Yeah, they need to, because taxes, earnings. Like,
see, going forward, if the greater
gain an asset, it's not. I mean, you can say capital gains tax, but where do you draw the line between assets, currency, and assets for capital?
Well, this is the thing. They haven't even defined exactly what these are, and nothing has been set in stone. So until that happens, can they tax you?
It's probably why they're moving so fast on it.
But this is it's a great
like most of us are in Portugal as well, mate.
Mate, a great opportunity for accountancy as well, because the amount of people that are going to be wanting to file for crypto taxes through accountants is going to be unbelievable.
Cha-ching.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, what happened in the UK? It was just suggested. Like, some lords and judges said they see it as property, but I don't think it was put in as legislation. Crypto is property in UK. Oh, fuck off about it. The UK Jurisdiction Task Force of the Law Tech Delivery Panel published a legal statement recognising crypto assets as tradable property in the English and Welsh law. I stand corrected. They actually published it.
They did.
Under English and Welsh law, crypto assets are tradable property.
What was the date on that, mate?
Nice.
It's not going to have it yet.
Under Welsh law, the good old Welsh.
Like this time last year, mate, almost exactly by 6 days.
Yeah, so everybody who's bought in the last year will be entitled to pay taxes.
But it's obviously
Only on the amount you bought at, which is fuck all
yeah,
for most people.
The thing is, if they say that back then, have they been overridden in what's recently been said? Do you know what I mean? I've not actually read the full recent report and shit.
What panel is that
They
sort
ain't
of thing?
taxing fuck all off me until I sell it.
I see a lot of people talking about. I see a lot of people talking about taking loans out against their capital, that their assets that they're owning. But I'm thinking, why would you take a loan? You're just digging yourself into a deeper circle there, longer term, because there's going to be interest payments within them loans taken out. And what if price was to stabilise and didn't continue higher over the years?
Using crypto to bet against the system just to use their system.
Well, if you think about it, the system that we've just been living in was the most corrupt system that's ever been known.
Debt system, isn't it? They probably want to keep us in it. That's what I mean.
Well, they want to keep us in it. We're coming out of that.
Yeah, well, I think the people who have got crypto now, before they roll out the stable coins and all that, I think that'll be what they'll be swapping everything for, and whilst they're buying all the
because of mass programming, people think that the way that things have been, the way the financial system has been, the way that the cash system has been, they think that that's normal, and it's actually not. It's been the most corrupt system ever known to man, and it's about the removal of that and the introduction to a newer system, like Scott says, a more greased up system.
Yeah, moving away from fractional reserve.
Exactly, yeah. Bringing back gold standard, actual assets and actual value. And I say, like today, like Brad Garnow says, to get a payment from the US to, let's say, China, the fastest way to do that is to actually get it on a suitcase and actually fly there. So, like, you can do a video call now from here. Like, we can video in different countries, but we can't send a payment instantly like this. But why? This is where it's going to change. and I think things will be a lot better, I believe.
HMRC does not consider crypto assets to be currency or money. This reflects the position previously set out by the Crypto Assets Task Force report.
It's a year old, mind
If
as
they're
well.
saying that, then is property taxable, or is just money and capital taxable?
Property is taxable when you sell it, innit? That's what I'm saying. But what if you swap it? Swap an house for another house, you have to pay tax.
If we use it for swaps.
That's a good point.
But going forward, anyway.
In the majority of cases, individuals or crypto assets as a personal investment, usually for capital appreciation in its value or to make particular purchases. They will be liable to pay capital gains tax when they dispose of their crypto assets. Individuals will be liable to pay income tax and national insurance, blah, 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 bullshit, loads of bullshit, all that motherfucking bullshit. And, like, that's disposing of them for cash. That mindset's on cash. That's not an asset swap, is it?
That's the thing. Everything is
will be liable to pay income tax. If they're paid form of a kind of non-cash payment, mining. So miners are going to have to pay tax, transaction confirmation or airdrops. Pay tax on airdrops.
Synonym, get your flair. There's no such thing as a free lunch. I beg to differ there. Synonym. I've had a few free lunches this year.
Yeah, you've had a few. You've made a bit, haven't you, off free tokens and airdrop?
Yeah, and I hope so too. I think Flair would as well. I think it'd be, it might, it's worth this. You're in it to win it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for me, I've got a particular vision, and I'm sort of sticking to my vision. I don't really want to step outside of that, but I hope it pays off for everyone.
I can't. It's not costing me anything.
Yeah. So. I hope it pays off.
It's worth a try.
It's worth it.
Everyone will dump it anyway.
So if you trade, you should be paying income tax on your profits.
So going forward as well, though, if we get to a particular price where it's going to create a large amount of wealth, what's 10%, to help the economy in the future if it's going to go for good purposes? Because at the moment, I know taxes don't go to the right people, but without them in the world, then it's going to go to the right people and help the world.
Yeah, it is.
So to me, I don't see taxes as a problem.
It's just Steve asking on my own government website. Fees from mining. There's fucking loads to what fucking here now, mate.
That's Steve from WhatsApp, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's happening, Steve? Oh, airdrops is there. Interesting.
It's the thing. Remember, like it's 2017.
What constitutes a disposal? There we go. Individuals need to calculate their gain or loss when they dispose of their crypto assets to find out whether they need to pay capital gains tax. A disposal is a broad concept and includes selling crypto assets for money, exchanging crypto assets for a different type of crypto asset, using crypto assets to pay for goods or services, giving away crypto assets to another person. They can get fucked. If they think they're taxing someone I give crypto to, they can get fucked. Take me to jail. I don't give a shit. They're not taking my value off me. That is the legitimate fight that I'll stand in the court and say, give me 10 weeks, dickhead. You're not having my value. I don't give a shit.
I wonder if it'd be done through the payment provider. Because if all payments,
they're not taxing someone I give crypto. Nah.
Done on the front end, like.
You can get fucked. I'm telling you now, nah.
They don't really know how to tax it yet, do they? Like when it all goes microtransactions, good luck doing it then.
No, it's not a thing to worry about.
No, it's not.
A computer will do it for them, mate. The crypto assets are given away to another person who is not a spouse or civil partner, the individual must work out the pound sterling value of what has been given away. For capital gains tax purposes, the individual is treated as having received that amount of pound sterling, even if they did not actually receive anything. If income tax has been charged on the value of the see Section 37 taxation, the capital gains tax will apply. Any consideration will be reduced by the amount already subject to blah 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 bullshit. I mean, I don't know what everyone else thinks. I just burned down Parliament. That's my fault.
Mate, Guy Fawkes tried it.
I'm not fucking joking.
Yeah.
It needs burning down. I don't know, like, there's an example. Yeah. Victoria bought 100 token A for £1,000. A year later, Victoria bought a further 50 token A for 125,000. Victoria is treated as having a single pool of 150 of token A and a total allowance cost of 126,000. A few years later, Victoria sells 50 of her token A for 300,000. Victoria will be allowed to deduct a portion of the pooled allowance cost when working out her gain. Consideration amount £300,000 less allowable cost 126,000 times 50 over 150, £42,000. Gain would be £258,000. Victoria will have a gain of £258,000. She will need to pay capital gains tax on this. After the sale, Victoria will be treated as having a single pool of 100 token A and a total allowable cost of 84,000. If Victoria then sold all 100 of her remaining token A, then she can deduct all 84,000 of allowable costs when working out her gain.
Yeah, how much are house prices in Portugal?
Portugal, mate. I suggest everyone stops fucking reading and goes Portugal.
Yeah, let's get the charts back on,
and you can stick your cookies up your.
What's the price saying there?
Absolute flame. Yes, I want to leave. That's why I pressed the X.
Neil's having a nightmare with Coinbase tonight. Neil, have you tried
wiring? It's wrong, man. Because any other he goes saying that if you tried what, like what, if he searched on Coinbase, that's his only fucking option.
Oh yeah.
To move them off, innit? Like.
That's the thing. I think eventually we won't have to actually sell. You know, because
no, it'll be a swap, but you'll have to like. I mean, they've clearly not got it in the red. If I was writing that, then everyone in the boardroom with me as I was writing it, I wouldn't have stopped there. We'd have to have the conversation of what happens if they swap crypto for a house. They're clearly not thinking that far ahead. I am. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Mine ain't.
No, that's where it's going, mate. That's where it's going. You know, it's happening.
Mine ain't getting sold for pounds, mate. It's getting swapped for an asset I actually want and need, i.e., a fucking house and a better.
Yeah, look at that. Neil's done the same thing you had with a different number, is it? You know, if his phone, the verification number's going to the wrong phone, he's fucked. Yeah. He's fucked, isn't he now?
What's that on Coinbase?
Sorry, Neil.
On Coinbase?
Yeah.
Right, so you just need to go to support, say you've got a new phone, and it will take 72 hours once they've sent the verify to the email address and you've put the code that they email you in.
There you go then.
72 hours, you'll get text when it's allowed. Yeah, one sec.
I didn't even know they did that, so that's fair. I think there was a trouble with Bitru doing that.
Your Coinbase account recovery is successful. You should now be able to sign in. You'll get one of them when it's finished. That's exactly what I had to do, mate. It takes up to 72 hours. I started that on Friday. It came through Sunday at 5 o'clock. And obviously, because of the prices, I've not even tried signing in yet. What's the fucking point? Not buying at this price. I'd rather buy it $1 thinking it's gone.
Yeah.
Weird, innit?
So you're getting your account back, so Cage, make sure you don't type in the wrong digits with any external address sending. Because you can send somewhere and you ain't getting that back.
Yeah, I'm never changing my phone again when it comes to them crypto accounts. I'm keeping that motherfucking phone. And I'm keeping that number.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
The thing, mate, I recently broke a
never
screen.
throwing a phone away. I'm never getting rid of a phone again.
I broke a screen on my old phone. I had a new one. I've had to literally switch everything over. Well, download everything and like change all my passwords, everything.
Oh mate, it told you what happened to my phone when it was broken. Like the screen had broke. It looked like people was watching me through a window. It looks like that on this now, but that's the laptop camera's dog shit.
Yeah.
But mate, my Samsung S10 Plus screen broke. You have to get the glass and screen fixed anyway now.
Yeah.
It was 330 quid in town, Manchester town city centre. It was 290 quid off a local guy who comes driving round to you, and then it was £279 with a free fucking brand new battery off Samsung themselves. Drove to me fucking house, parked on me drive, and fixed me fucking phone outside me door in like 20
legend.
minutes. I'm sat in my house thinking like Samsung's in my drive, fixing my phone for cheaper than anywhere else I could find it. And I had to take the phone to the other people and leave it with them and shit. The guy came to my house. I was blown away, absolutely blown away. They said they provided the service for 2 years. They just don't really advertise it because they're busy as fuck. I'm like, fucking bet you are. Like, yeah. I was proper impressed. So yeah, anyone with a Samsung who breaks it, you can legitimately go online and they'll come to your fucking gaff and fix it.
It's like the new Samsung phones now. They've got built-in blockchain wallets, haven't they?
Samsung repair service. It's absolutely epic. Best phones in the world, mate.
They are. There's a thing I've done with my old phone. I'm still locked out of one of my accounts because of the two-factor authentication. And it's on my other phone, which I can't get into. And it won't let me log in without confirming the code from the other app. I've downloaded it on my new phone, but it's not the same code.
Nah, that Google Authenticator app scares me, mate.
Right.
Scares me, that shit. You need to... The minute you get a new phone, it's one of the first things you have to do with being in the industry we're now in. You need to make sure when you sign into your new Authenticator on your new app, you go to the old one, sign into every account that's on it, get the QR code up on the account and scan the QR code with your new phone on every fucking account you've got on that Google Authenticator, and you can then wipe that old phone. Yes, I learn. But yeah, it's dodgy, that Authenticator shit. I prefer the text message me.
Mate, I don't like it. I'm locked out of one of my accounts from it.
Text me the number, man. I don't want that Google shit anymore.
Yeah, I prefer the old way, mate, the text confirmation.
Yeah. BitTrue, I think I've got BitTrue set up as a text message. Fucking love it, mate. But
yeah, if we can gain some more momentum now and break this resistance, we could be hitting that dollar region tonight. Say tomorrow morning. Samsung, we've got the Asian market should wake up.
Samsung listening to me while asleep. Yeah, Steve here, bet he's got an iPhone. Muppet.
There's an Alexa in the house too.
No, but real talk, been the iPhone before the Samsung, mate. I think any smartphone. No, real talk, and I'm not even fucking joking. I'd rather the South Koreans listen to this conversation than the fucking CIA. So shove your iPhone and your Apple up your ass. I'm staying on Android and I'm staying on my Sammy. Samsung are G's is the reason why they fucked the English banks off. They've just gone, we don't even want you on our watch, mate. Get the fuck.
The Samsung blockchain wallet is pretty decent as well.
Yeah, UK banks won't implement Samsung. That's the only real thing that Samsung struggle with.
What, their own pays? That thing like GPay?
Yeah, so on the watch, you can get Samsung Pay on that. But Halifax, I think there's only HSBC and Santander in the UK that are actually signed up to Samsung Pay. Halifax and NatWest, Bank Scotland, all the rest of them, we don't sign up to it. So basically, I can't pay, unless I join HSBC or Santander, I can't pay with my watch. I mean, I very rarely pay with my phone, to be honest. I'm still using my card, mate. Not even got used to just using my phone.
What do you think the future of payments will be? Do you think we're going to stick to cards, or are we going to go into some technological advancement of payments?
You don't need cards. Your phone will do it with the NFC chip.
Yeah, the phone will do it, and GPS
just the limits.
Have you seen the Amazon shop? Amazon grocery shops where it just knows you've walked in and it charges your phone what you've got as you walk out. But basically, your phone and the app knows what you're holding near to you. So when you approach a shelf, and it can see all the chips on the shelf,
Oh yeah.
And then you take one with you, and it's like, right, well, we've clearly took that with us. There's one item. Clearly took the next one with us. When you walk out the shop, it just charges you. You literally don't.
Mate, it saves staying at the shop. It saves the shopping queues and all sorts of, doesn't it?
Mate, let me get this up for people who haven't seen it yet. Amazon grocery store.
Barcode on your head.
Grocery store.
So is there facial recognition, mate? We'll go to airports.
XRP logo on your hand.
You walk through airports seamlessly with no passports.
Cashierless. Amazon's brand new grocery store. Am I sharing my screen?
Yeah.
Trading is not for everyone, but if you are a trader, Plus 500 is the place for you. With just a few clicks, you can open an unlimited demo account and start trading.
I'm inside the brand new Amazon Go grocery store. I'm going to give you a sneak peek. You might have seen Amazon Go before, but this has
I can hear it at your end though.
It's an entirely new concept from Amazon. I'm going to check it out. I can buy things like meat, fruit and vegetables and bread, and there is no checkout required. All right, I've got my app on my phone. All I have to do is tap that. I've got my QR code ready, and I just scan to go in. Amazon invited us inside the store in Seattle, Washington, just a few days before opening, and we got a good look around.
Access the Lambo from the phone.
So the difference with the Amazon Go grocery store is that you're going to find more things that you'd find in a regular grocer. So think less kind of convenient items you might get in the middle of the city, snacks, cans of soft drink. You're more likely to find stuff that you'll make for dinner. So I've got organic chicken meal here. Now remember that all of this, I don't have to have my wallet on me. It's not even using my phone. It's all just using the cameras in the ceiling. I can't even count how many cameras are up there, but they're all watching me, working out where I'm moving in the store. Imagine it kind of like a driverless car. So the car can detect objects on the road like a pedestrian, but in this case, I'm the pedestrian. It's that same sort of technology, powered by machine learning and using so many cameras. I mean, you think there's more surveillance cameras in a regular store? I think you're probably mistaken. I feel kind of like I'm being watched right now.
It's a bit dodgy with prosthetics. I don't know, I reckon they can just tell who you are by your eyes nowadays. Just by the way you squint your eyes.
It might be like a regular grocery store and I can pick up things like a bottle of ketchup or some laundry detergent. I can also pick up fresh fruit and vegetables. Now, that makes sense for me as a shopper. I might want to... So there you have it. I've just walked through an entire grocery store and this is pretty much the checkout experience. I just walk out the doors. Amazon calls it their just walk out technology. The idea is I don't need to talk to anyone. I don't need to pay anyone. It's detecting me through the entire store and everything's going to get emailed to me via the app. But everything in my bag, so I'm going to go make a delicious roast chicken dinner, single avocado on the side. I don't know if I'm
That's the payment of the future. That's how we'll pay in the future. We won't pay. When the W3C puts in the document in the future, there'll be no payments. It means there's no letters. When you send me a WhatsApp message, you don't feel like you've sent a letter, do you? You've sent me a letter, a correspondence, like via internet. It's a fucking letter. Might only be a sentence. It's a correspondence, a letter, but you don't see it as a letter. You don't feel that you've sent a letter. And they're saying it in the same way in the future. There'll be no payments.
Payments, just automatic payments.
It's next level, mate. Like when it comes to stuff,
you're all integrated with the facial recognition systems, isn't it?
It's gonna be crazy. Something dodgy as fuck going on with Coinbase.
People are still saying about Coinbase.
Yeah. Might call it a day on the stream here in a minute. We've been what, nearly 2 hours.
2 hours, mate. Yeah.
Been a good chin wag.
That's very interesting.
We need to. We need to do regular ones weekly now and have guests on and shit. I think. Even if we just have some community members on, we'll just get someone out of the chatting. Coinbase. Fucking Coinbase.
Yeah,
Can't
HSBC
send
introduced real.
sending me verification to my old number, which I don't have anymore. Right, Neil, mate, Neil, you need to click support and then click like don't have old phone number. Mate, I had to do it the other week. Let me fucking get on here now. Not even the other week. I did it Friday. I've just thrown a message where it comes back through that it's been restored. Takes up to 72 hours. Don't fucking.
Yeah. The HSBC is introducing a new real-time payments tool that will enable its 14 million international customers to transfer funds for a single account in 20 countries around the globe.
Forgot password, don't have account privacy, have an issue with two-factor. Have an issue with two-factor authentication. We're going to click that bad boy, right? Lost email access. If you're using SMS verification, you'll need blah, blah, blah. What's two? Blah, blah. I'm not receiving SMS. SMS codes aren't working. I have a new phone number. Still have my old number. You don't want that. I have a new phone number and no longer have my old number. This is you. Sign into your account with your username and password when prompted for two-step verification. Select unable to submit a one-time code. Note, if you get this prompt after providing your username and password, try logging in on an incognito browser or clearing your cache and try again. You'll need to provide the old phone number associated with your account as well as a new phone number. For security reasons, you'll be asked to provide a photo of the front and back of your photo ID and a webcam photo of yourself taken with the ID in your hand. Once you complete the steps, it will take up to 48 to 72 hours. You need that page, bruh. You need that page in your life. Copy that shit. Paste it. Peace. There you go, lad. There you go, lad.
Sent it over.
And follow the. See, I just sent a letter. It didn't feel like a letter. That's a correspondence, a letter. In 1800, you go back in time, fucking 60 odd years, and it's legitimately the only way of really sending it is the postman or the pigeon, bro. Whereas we just send it like that through the internet, and that'll be anything of value within 5 to 10 years. Just think about it that way.
Transfer anything of value for anything else of value.
And so people listening who think, well, gold, you're not sending him fucking gold instantly, you're fucking knobhead. You know, we're sending him the ownership. We're sending him ownership of the gold instantly, and you receive the same amount of value or ownership of something else back. And then it's up to him what he does logistically, where it's stored after that. Like, think people. Because some people will come back like, well, you can't move this that fast.
I'm not poo-pooing tax obligations here. I just, I just deal with it when it happens. I just can't be bothered to worry about it. To be honest.
Yeah, I ain't planning on being taxed on mine for the right while yet. I'm still planning on loading a bit. This ain't the push for me.
Exactly.
I'm still waiting for the pullback to fill my bags for me.
And they're going to calculate a whole different way in 2027 or 2072.
Yeah.
It'd be a different league then. The maturity then. They said the maturity over the next 10 years is going to be unbelievable. The price could be. I think the global value is going to double. So for it to take on that, it's got to be priced higher.
Yeah, definitely.
And the whole space has got to be priced higher. It'll be the total market cap is going to go through the roof. We're talking the trillions.
Then soon followed by quadrillions, man. Once these machine-to-machine payments start kicking in, the micro payments, the in-game fucking asset swaps and shit, cross-game asset swaps, cross-network swaps, fucking interplanetary fucking swaps between fucking SpaceX and fucking people. Do you know what I mean, mate? The fucking possibilities are endless.
Payments that can travel through space-time.
XRP can get to fucking Mars faster than humans and all that.
It can, mate.
Anyway, I'm going to kill the stream. I'll have a little chicken wag with you, Chris and Dana, before I go and make a brew. But I'm going to go make a brew and wind down for bed because I have early nights, me. very rarely see midnight. It's been a pleasure having everyone in. I appreciate you coming on as well, Dan. Like I say, I'll chat again.
Nice one.
We'll chat in a minute. And
Chris, coming on.
Following on.
Everyone enjoy the profits for now.
I know, mate. I know. But stay tuned for more regular live streams, especially at the weekend from the unit, because there's big things being planned, not just on this channel, but on the Wireless Racer channel, and maybe even CryptoPunk channel if Chris decides to do something, and maybe even something on the trading side from Danny himself. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. And let me go to live to end the stream. As always, live long and order it till you're ready to let it go, baby. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.
Love it.
Love everyone. Take care.